Well, good morning to my local forest on a very bleak and blustery winter's day. I'm really struggling. I've been walking around for about an hour, but I am going to make an effort today. I've brought out a couple of cameras, film cameras of course, and I'm going to shoot some black and white and maybe some colour. It's nice and still within the trees here, so at least I'm not getting blasted about. Now for this scene you can see behind me, I've lined up with my little Nikon F80 simple film camera, and I'm actually shooting Rollei Infrared film even though it's winter. Now I'm going to shoot this as a traditional black and white without filtration, and then I'm going to shoot it with the IR72 filter in place. I've chosen a wide angle for this. I think this works best for this scene. I'm going to get some of the decent trees and shrubs into the image at the bottom, but I'm also going to shoot it with a bit of colour, a bit of Portra 400, because I do like the subtleties of the greens. Now the sun's disappeared again, which isn't surprising given the weather we've had this winter in Britain. So I'm going to head into the deeper forest where I don't have to worry about how good the light is. It's going to be more gloomy, more atmospheric, and it'll actually work in infrared too. I've got myself a bit of a gift here. I've got some lovely cut down tree trunks with moss growing on them, and they're staggered in such a way that I can get a nice lead in with a vertical composition. I don't want too much of the trees in the background or too much foreground in, so I've gone for a 50mm standard focal length, which is probably my favourite focal length anyway. And I'm going to shoot again with Kodak Portra and the infrared Rollei, shooting it both without the IR72 filter and with it, just to see if the traditional black and white is as good as the infrared effect. Now the metering for infrared film can be quite tricky this time of year, mainly because I'm not shooting in full sunlight. Now I prefer to shoot in full open sun, and then I can guess my exposures, typically 1 second at f/16. Problem is, I've got a lot of shade today, so I'm having to rely heavily on bracketing. Now I'll bracket anyway with infrared film, just to give me that option either side, because sometimes the glow is better with overexposure. But here I'm going for 2 seconds, 4 seconds and 8 seconds at f/16. I'm pretty sure one of those is going to give enough shadow detail, yet still retain those sort of glowing mossy highlights. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day now. I've been yomping around the forest for 2 or 3 hours. Get back and have a drink, something to eat. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's just a simple little vlog with a couple of simple cameras, and I'll see you again next time.